You see, Huawei's open technology platform, if it becomes a technological McDonald's in the automotive industry, McDonald's burgers are tasty, but if people can only purchase McDonald's, their issues will multiply rapidly. Where can I buy hamburgers that are not from McDonald's? Then the answer may evolve into Xiaomi, KFC, Baidu's Pizza Hut, Meizu, Burger King. This is Big River Decos, a well-known brand. Last weekend, big event in Car Circle. Huawei, Chang'an to form joint venture. Speaking of joint ventures, in the last 30 YRs we're in the industry, I've seen different versions of JV companies. Why is this JV news? Caused big response. Also did homework, made phone calls, had communication with friends. I have some things I want to say, summarize into 7 points, share with everyone for reference only. Today my voice is abnormal, just caught a cold. As known, Huawei's view on car manufacturing. It has varied options and views. A group makes cars. One faction opposes car production. Helping car makers make good cars, empowering automakers. Many people, many media have reported these two groups. Love, hate, emotions, struggles of these years. But today I want to talk more. The two forces complement each other. You see many friends. He criticized this car currency U criticism of friends with Carcoin U. Just say this pattern. In recent years, the investment has been very large. It is rumored that currently R&D personnel reached 7,000 people. Annual R&D funding may be billions, or a scale of billions. Actually, compared to any Chinese taxi company, this number may be all high and not low. Does he have many clients? How many? But the level of cooperation with these customers. The depth is inadequate. Annual sales volume. Not enough to reach new head forces. In this case, Carcoin U given to Huawei annually, bringing financial pressure. Significant settlement losses, but imagine no Carcoin. Use strong investment in previous years. Results from smart selection cars in the past 2 years? You're a rootless tree. When Zhixuanxia aims to create a good car. If no Carcoin U previous labor achievements, how did you make this car? So actually Chebi U, incubation of smart vehicle biz provides cornerstone hotbed. Some friends also criticize smart car. Feel smart car is open, violates Huawei doesn't make cars. This promise requires large investment in entire vehicle. Your sales share may not be big in the end. Because naturally speaking, OM's car market, just a scattered market. No car brands can be like Alibaba's e-com, JD's e-com is same occupying large market. Toyota is just 10 points globally, already the past 100 years, one of the most successful car companies. We, Chinese. No shortage of vehicle brands, 50, 100 whole vehicle brands. What China lacks is truly strong. Core important component group, just like a German doctor. So if Huawei possesses such strength, Superco, positions PhD in new era of China importance and value of China's auto industry. Will be larger. This is the perspective of this group. However, smart car without Zhendong and his team. Keep working hard, gradually made progress, if not through asking for GF7, such a super hot item. Will today's car BU core tech, research and development capabilities be public or not? By this world. Customers recognize we value Chongqing's state-owned assets, supervision and admin, commission now. Chang'an Auto. He made up his mind. Resolutely cooperate with Huawei to establish this JV, split out. Put this car BU to do bigger and stronger in another form, it is equivalent to a significant improvement. Car BU potential customer scale, business imagination space. Hard to believe decision behind this choice. Not these two wires credit for choosing car, if no doubt about M7 highly popular explosive in past. Chongqing side, is it easy to decide? Hard to say. So if we take a macro view in recent years, Huawei's auto investment may have begun in 2016 or 2017 initially. I wanted to do this big TL1. This car BU was made. Also tried different depths of cooperation with car company, achieving various results. Later choose a car. It's like mode is back. Do it together on both sides. Let's go, explore, walk to today. Maybe the current situation of Huawei's car is not a scientific plan. The result of the arrangement, contrary, real business situation, highly likely stumble and fall, bold exploration all the way forward. Adjust flexibly, keep pace with the times, finally, subjectively passive, under the matchmaking of fate. Walk to today. Saw a lot of this business enterprise, the last published biography, reports described by journalists. Very, 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 very wonderful, but often records. This is a small part of the truth. If this succeeds, they just record the optimistic part. If this fails, they describe sadness, disappear. Then we discuss the second perspective. Is Cersei truly losing favor? Previously, it was clear Cerys was the eldest son. In the straight line car, various business lines. Clearly, this question series is the highlight. You only need to watch Yu Chengdong's press conference at Huawei's event. What kind of car does he take? You just know who is the state of this prince. But today, with the split of the car BU forming a new joint venture platform, he enhanced his influence. And this business's imaginative space, people naturally worry, is Cersei becoming a pawn? I believe there's truth to this, but don't see it as absolute. I think it's like a long time period. Huawei will keep walking two paths. This platform of the joint venture is in charge of building a strong, intelligent Tier 1. Gain trust, support from car companies by transferring equity, all are tightly bound. Work closely. Car companies make good cars. JV provides core intelligent tech. Everyone aims for win-win. Quality car selection business will advance, and Huawei's consumer department will manage it comprehensively. Simultaneous car quality selection business, key angel client of spun-off JV, ongoing efforts for car quality. Also for this Huawei ecosystem, provide a demonstrative role with certainty. Due to the quality selected car team and longest car PU run-in time, the effect is already evident. If someone can be certain, in this Huawei-based technology ecosystem, make better products. Good business performance. Selecting a car based on quality is the highest certainty. How to cut off this road? Rely on this third party, although this Avida is doing well now, but can't guarantee car companies later. Anyone can achieve results like Avida. And how long did Avida and the car PU run in? Your current new customers. Can you quickly pay the tuition? Just on this Huawei's technical ecosystem, do your own business well. All uncertain things. Strategically, this matter, like Google's self-operated phone business, Nexus, and this Google's Android ecosystem. Also like this Microsoft Surface hardware business, and his Windows ecosystem. In fact, these American tech giants, he also walks on two legs. On one hand, build a brand. Facing consumers, we're building an ecological platform to empower other large brands. Scale up this business, but I really don't remember any precedent before. There is a large enterprise. Terminal brand and open tech platform. Do both, last two particularly big, very strong. We look at Google and Microsoft. Finally, make this platform particularly large. The scale of terminal brands is actually limited. This scale is limited. On one hand, it may be constrained by subjective input. On the other, I think it's objectively necessary. Due to limited scale, only then can all platform users be more secure. Huawei differs from Google and Microsoft after all. China differs from the US. Huawei may set a precedent. It's also difficult to say. But I can only say now the market changed. Sarah's stock declined a lot. I think everyone's concerns must be valid. From history's experience, if these two legs walk together, this leg may grow bigger on the endgame platform. Surely we don't underestimate Yu Chendong's determination for intelligent vehicles. We mustn't overlook it. For a long time, intelligent vehicle selection business. The customer value of the vehicle, BU joint venture platform. This strategic value, an escort. The third point is as follows. My keyword is JV Wave 2.0. We went to see the previous round of China's auto industry's JV Wave 1.0. Actually, it was 20 or 30 years ago. In my opinion, today is somewhat history, replayed differently. The previous wave of JVs, the foreign party is GM, BMW, Mercedes, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Modern, these companies. When these firms enter China, they have two scarcities, not in China's car industry at that time. Left hand is brand, right hand is tech. China had two things needed, huge consumer market. Right hand, ideal industrial environment, low-cost soil manufacturing, well-known cars, definitely a modern society. A vital high-quality industry, such high-quality resources. In our national conditions, the national team must handle a lot of work. In the last round, we observe undertaking these important missions of the JV. Almost all of them are national teams of central and local govs. Through JV, can you share foreign companies' profits to understand and learn their decisions? Management supply chain components, cultivation of talents, etc. JV 1.0 model matters. In the past, I saw it as progress, effectively aiding China's auto industry. Now many criticize this partnership. I think it's more about discussing the past from a present perspective. In fact, the basic conditions and objective environment misplaced the power of this JV is enormous. China's auto industry dominated by JVs for 3 decades, developing rapidly. China's auto industry achieved world's first in scale, but needs to strengthen itself to further progress. To further go abroad that cannot stay in the past pattern. And these companies used to have those two aces. One brand, one tech. Is China still leading in the auto industry? I think Beijing has also changed. In some fields, they even have this disadvantage. so the country will naturally consider old friend. I can continue playing with you, continue to stay, but I also want to find high-quality partners in the new era. Need to develop relationships, see what Huawei offers. Also a dual empowerment. Left hand is brand signature. It's a national brand. Throughout the country, everyone knows it. Moreover, the reputation is high. Premium ability is strong, right far ahead. What about right hand? He provided in smart EV field. Very important. This smart core tech. Today you go see Doc. Look at Avita. You saw all. Support price. Basically two things. All are in the top state domestically. So to some extent today, Huawei's things are placed in front of the national team of cars. I think it's like the VW, BMW, and Toyota of the past. The chips owned, no vital diff. So I predict, from Chang'an and Huawei this time, leading in creating this JV platform will play a strong exemplary role. Street rumors, SAC, Huawei in contact, Jianghua, Dongfeng in contact with Huawei, nature of their contact. News spreads. I predict more national teams in the future. Central, local authorities will upload. I estimate there are at least 6 or more. Join this JV platform within 1 year, in this common dev and construction. If you don't join, you can take this self-researched path. Rooted in self-reliance, master your soul. But what if you fail? Invested much, no top-notch return, consumers despise you. What to do if you join indeed, there will be limitations. Your unique soul dev. You're in this system. Will surely fall into intelligent tech. High level of homogenization. But in other words, while achieving smart homogenization, are we in other areas? At least we can compete equally. And compared to this Huawei series players outside the technology ecosystem, you may still have a certain strategic advantage. Certainly, beyond this national team, I have faith in various other forms of private car companies. Including new forces will also consider joining this JV, but I think regardless of motivation. Or is it the face in your hands? Still, from the attributes of this system, I think the national team is most likely. Huawei joins joint venture platform first. Fourth point keyword, the Avengers. In fact, we saw Chinese auto industry. In the past, these alliances, JV strategic agreement, huddle for warmth, concentrate efforts, share fruits of labor together. This type of thing, shout a lot, Avengers gathered many times, but ultimately revengeful. No successful precedent. Did you see T3 before? The 3 largest auto central enterprise groups are together. The word is signed. This matter has gone through rounds. What did you achieve? No. Let's look ahead. A bigger automotive alliance exists. Several firms have signed, co-developing this high-level gearbox. Hope to disrupt global firms' monopoly on high-level transmissions. Let's invest jointly. Let's do it together. All know difficult transmission need a large investment. Is there a result? No obvious result. Baidu is among tech firms in recent years, the first to partner with car companies in a big way tech platform. Car companies make good cars. This matter undergoes rounds. In the end, except Baidu and Waymo, a bit of autopark. This small achievement, I haven't seen many results of this landing, finally brought Li and Hong forcing myself to extreme. Make this car robot. Actually, in my view, the key to this past is that it can't be done. An Avenger. In Alliance, need Captain America, Iron Man works, must have leadership temperament, appeal to masses. And you'd better not be like other zero-sum game. Not a strong competitive relationship. He didn't meet these in the past. This alliance can't be formed. For instance, T3 or 10 cars handle gearboxes. Everyone has intense competition. How to cooperate, friendly Baidu appears. But what about Baidu's temperament? Gap from martial arts leader remains. Huawei is the first today. It's not one. Companies with main auto business. Truly a giant beyond the car. Its strength is clear. It takes initiative for this JV platform. Basic depth is most likely to achieve this task. As strong as Huawei in past years, don't you also come across the theory of soul? Faced resistance. Many big auto firms exist. I won't cooperate, unwilling to give up the soul. Car companies collaborating with him outsource part of the business. Try some experiments with you. No sincere right to play. Everyone is guarded. But this time, be cautious. Huawei upgraded its coupe model, not just simple biz cooperation split, no longer a subsidiary of Huawei. An external firm like Honor running outside Huawei's system, more convenient for handling the matter. The position will be more neutral. He can't completely sever ties with Huawei if relationship completely severed. I think this company may also lose some of Huawei's magic. On the other hand, he transferred the equity to many major clients. Shared interests for all for many clients. This is a step, also an investment return, though it'll expand its business. Seems to have lost imagination, but it's not entirely bad. I think this will eventually bear fruit. Get it done. The difficulty is definitely very high. It's not after the signing last weekend. This matter has led to prosperity, smooth sailing, but if done, I think it's significant to the industry of enterprises. And even to different sectors in China, it's a huge advantage. The initial benefit he showed and illustrated it to all. How to do long. This collab to build something complex, but an effective mechanism for long-term success. In the past, Chinese firms weren't good at building such mechanisms. We have few successful cases in this area. We fight alone, simple and austere self-reliance turn something into. We have quite a few cases like this, as I mentioned in the video before. Returning from Europe inspection, you'll find the future of the European auto industry is intelligent. It's not like what our netizens say. So vulnerable, so bad. In fact, they're just the logic of labor division, right? VW, BMW tried a lap. Discovering one's own intelligence talent is limited. Companies may lack this strong gene at worst. Just like Renault collaborate extensively with Google's smart operating system for cars and provide some key applications. Other applications, external settlement, Microsoft's mobile, and this is NVIDIA. Qualcomm and these companies provide some key core chips. Core hardware Europeans excel in design. Car companies dealing with users design the UI yourself. Do some aesthetic work, then make this car well. Put these things together. Is it a good solution for users? Don't worry about car firms now. Interest distribution among tech giants with high and low market value. Who values stocks? This is a business matter. We'll discuss this industry. How to make it work. Good at handling cars. Skilled in chip fix, skilled in software acquisition, good to combine, definitely a good thing. And this mode. Avoided repetitive low-level investment. Can't let every NBA team self-develop shoes. Shoes should be entrusted to Adidas and Nike. NBA teams conduct good training, execute tactics well, perform in games, Infusion retains specialty. Always concerned about it in past videos. First half of China's smartification is vibrant. Will it end up with everyone fighting alone? Huawei can make locomotives well today, showcasing low-level redundant construction. Not to mention empowering auto industry, but at least empower auto industry, for example, 1/3 efficient for our field. Don't get too caught up in internal competition. It's very meaningful. This should be more common in China. Fifth point, the keyword I want to express. There are two different challenges. You see, Huawei has created this open tech platform. After the JV, old car companies excel in car making, but lack intelligence genes and good accumulation in the past. They'll face challenges. Many new forces in car making lead the way, including tech companies like Xiaomi and Baidu. To kill, since the auto industry, they'll be impacted by the existence of this JV platform, facing a strategic challenge. But these two strategic challenges, it's different in my view. You see, the former challenge, he knows the soul well. Very important, also probably know in my heart. Although I may not say it, you're not good at creating souls. If you grit your teeth, just give this package to Huawei-led locomotive, enter a stock, get some long-term financial returns. As comp, he may have accepted it in his heart, but the challenge of the latter, I don't think it's smaller than the former. Actually, you see, they know the soul is great and important, and they're also clear. Build your own soul, still two brushes. May have happened today, made good results, dares to enter automotive industry, cross-border killing occurs. No basis to kill, and just because of creating their own soul, this skill, this confidence. His core competency, to fight with this skill, old car firms in the past, but the troubles of such firms now. Parasitic on body amount. You're a single company, you have great abilities, but is your scale enough? Is your revenue enough? Besides the ideal, revenue remains large. Cash flow is ample. Mao Li is impressive. Other companies, either financially pressure, either the financial ability is strong. Entering auto industry, this road just begun. Few more months before it starts. Looking ahead from today. Who can ensure you're in smart R&D, the ability to invest, and this efficiency, and on this growth curve, can you join Huawei to fight? Can surpass Huawei? Also, Huawei in this matter, already. I've been in practice for years. There's been labor success. This is a strategic problem for them. At this time, we'll find an interesting phenomenon. The more it's in the past, the more intelligent it is. Worst base, fewest requirements to invest. No car firms can invest. Conversely, today may be a more relaxed state. Not overly troubled strategically, even fortunate, because they do not need to think too much, just jump down. Like original HTC, like old Samsung phones, they failed due to lack of Nokia and Motorola not having them. When they join in the embrace of Google Android, decisive also brings significant business growth. Market value sinking fast. And those who used to be on large-scale leading car firms or some intelligent R&D. Lead new team with Xiaomi and Baidu experience, etc. Barbarians impacting auto industry, they must consider it instead. Maybe mentality, same as back then, Nokia and Motorola similar. Look at past Nokia, left hand has largest mobile phone scale. Iterative R&D in the right hand, years invested in racing class system, once in industry, leading by far. The top global existence, only comparing iOS and Android slightly behind, with time given for catching up. Effort may also catch up. This was Nokia at that time. In positive thinking, who can bear it at this time? Give up halfway, so this will be a very interesting strategic challenge. Sixth point. What I want to talk about is McDonald's and other hamburger brands. You see Huawei's open technology platform. If it becomes the auto industry one tech McDonald's right, the burgers at McDonald's are tasty. If consumers can only buy McDonald's, will you be satisfied? Many people's problems will quickly arise. Where can I purchase it? Not McDonald's burger. I just want to change my appetite. I simply don't want to be tied to a foreign fast food brand. Then the answer may evolve into Xiaomi brand, KFC Baidu's lifelong science, Meizu brand Burger King. This is a big river brand decos because there are many car companies. Its first choice must have one's own soul. Have your own soul, play with yourself. Play this single mode if you can't keep it. This innocent body. Really need to find a soulmate to get married? That's fine, then seek the next best option. The soul cannot have only one supplier. The soul must be open and free. At this time we need one supply, second supply, 3 supplies. Best to have 4. Let me choose 2 out of the 4. And every few years I can pitch again. Choose another supplier, I choose who to marry again. Cold Keely can be settled, optional, can be single McDonald's, can't have only one. Seventh point, I want to talk about this joint venture platform, its own weakness, and possible this challenge. After all, it's impossible to only have positives, no corresponding other side. Actually, weak point, didn't think much, just 2 points. First point, in our business history, ingredients of the crowd have high flame, division of labor, close cooperation. Mutual trust, this kind of thing happens. Really very few, I haven't seen much anyway. You look at the real estate industry. You haven't seen Vanke either. Bowley Country Garden Green City, come out, support a platform. Construction, coach and contract MFG Enterprise, help all build homes, help all to do this synergy. Never seen platform. Neither have we. Past fuel vehicle firms. Together we made this kind of high-level Chinese engine. Chinese gearbox. Then transfer tech achievements share rarely seen. Chinese car companies exist. Like foreign auto firms owning your platform, sharing with others, letting others go. Body development. In this case, avoid in smaller niche market, repetitive investment, overseas car companies, many collaborations. You see Ford used Volkswagen's MEB platform, for example. We haven't seen it either. You look at shared power bank, this industry. These operators collaborate in this tech standard uniform. You go to Meituan's power bank today. You go charge this monster. You go to this fast electric. You will find these shared power bank, their size. 3D is distinct. Interface positions differ. Machines also vary. They cannot either. Interconnection. Actually, users hope in any place take a power bank, then in any machine on the platform. You can go to return this UX can double right or not, but I won't do such things. So we need to establish a unified battery swap standard, not just in auto industry, challenging, simple look, shared power bank sector. This is extremely challenging. So this time, can Huawei overcome our traditional weakness or not? To achieve this, I feel challenged, really very big. But as mentioned earlier, if you can do it, I think it will be amazing. And it will bring to everyone positive demonstration because of human behavior. Often it is necessary. Exemplary of pioneers. Once there's after a demo future gens do equally tough tasks, you'll see this challenge 20% discount, 30% off. Then I think the second point Huawei's tech has been doing well in recent years. Are Huawei's phones cheap? Is its computer cheap? Huawei is good. It's difficult to be cheap because a good team is behind good technology. Good teams have good people. Characteristic of good person, high salary, average salary of Huawei engineers. Compared with engineers in many industries in China, it may not be as simple as doubling. It is generous in terms of equity dividends. Maybe compared to many companies that cannot be compared. I know quite a few friends who work at Huawei. I think they work very hard. They work overtime. They also have a special emotional bond with the company. But I think a big key behind it is sharing of benefits. And with this relatively high return, mobilize the best talents. They're a top supplier. After creating this JV platform, they achieve good things, but the platform's cost is high. I don't think it'll be too low. Reason is simple. You can see BMW has done a good job with IC engines. Wealth can excel with 9AT. Wealth is external. BMW doesn't outsource. Even if you assume external supply, can you make cheap cars? All use BMW engines. Do you use 9AT of Wealth? You had many cheap cars in various sectors, or products at a medium to low price range. Is there a BMW with the highest engine level? Is there the best gearbox for wealth? What is the real constraint in the end? Actually, you'll find it's the cost. Huawei's open ecology, possibly at least in the short to medium term. In my view, for the product line with a mid to high price range, I think its effectiveness is extremely strong. If within 200K, even within 150K, this product at a mid-low price, can it still effectively cover? This also raises a question, and those mentioned the countries most likely to cooperate with Huawei for most of the sales, concentrated in the middle and low price range. How much does this contradict? The only solution may be a scale and time effect in the end. With Huawei's expanding R&D scale, expenses are high. However, greed is low on average investment for single products. It's low. Via economies of scale, decrease material procurement cost, it's a road. Another option is to increase customer base. Further economies of scale, but if the industry has reached a huge impact, the permeability is very high. If the industry truly reaches that day, we grasp advanced technology. Contrary, still high tech. Everyone think about 5G a few years ago, still regarded as high tech of mobile industry. When a phone is made, does it have 5G? It greatly impacts the high-end image, but consumers today prioritize it. You go and see again, from 800 yuan Redmi up to 4,000 yuan Xiaomi flagship phone for 5,000 yuan, then go to 1 in 10 first flagship iPhone models priced at over 10,000 yuan. You will find that 5G has become a standard configuration. When it's standard equipment, can it still provide enough killing power? This strategic advantage. Then there's a big question mark again.